KvKGsG presents Maddden 23 live with Tito.tv. Alright guys, what do we have is the Bears year 3 season franchise, and if that sounds like something you want to see, sit back, grab a drink, grab a snack. Get ready, get your keyboards ready, talk to your boy, sit back, watch your boy, put me on in the background. We about to get real, we about to get nasty. Background on this. So this franchise here was built by me and my nephew. What we do is we get up on the team and we play on together, and it causes a challenge unlike any other. You guys should try it with one of your good friends. Trust me, it's something that you will be like, wow, thanks, this is a total new way to play. Now, we take them into a season, and we also talk about, okay, this guy sucks, this guy doesn't, this, that, and the third. We need to do these moves, we need to do that move. And we end up making an essential team out of it. The team that we decided to do, after doing several teams, we've probably done 4 or 5 teams that were pretty bad. And we decided to grab the Chicago because they were doing really bad. We didn't do so well. It took us 3 years to build this team. Usually we can do it within 1 to 2 years, just that simple. This actually took a lot of trading, a lot of moving around, and all this because more so of luck. We had like year 2, we were going in, we were doing well, and we ended up losing our number 1 pick to an injury. We ended up losing 3 wide receivers, an important defensive guy, so like everything crumbled out at the end, and we didn't make it. So, coming back into this season, I knew that I needed to draft good for one, and the problem there was we didn't have many draft picks. So I decided to take a top player that was not performing, and we pretty much went to the drawing table. And when we went to the drawing table on the last week to trade, as me and to be honest with you, we went through probably an hour of different, like, here and there trades, and it had a different sets of people. What we settled on was a 3-way trade with the main guy going out for Darren Waller and some, picks from wherever. And then we throw out another guy to get some picks back. And then when we went into the season, now, having Darren Waller, I needed to, make sure that we could add in. And we had already had a number 1 pick from 2 years ago. That was a left tackle. And then from a year ago, we had a right guard. So we were building the line with the young talent as well. All this young talent we're building, and yet we had a whole wave of other players. So I decided in the year 3, now that we had our picks back, I would go in and I would make some more trades for the ones that I thought needed to go, but that were decent, and we were able to trade out for massive picks coming into year 3. We had one round 1 pick, maybe 2 round 2 picks, 3 round 3s, and the rest were 4 or 5s. Yeah, 4 and 5. Yeah, I think so. It was 7 picks altogether, something like that. A couple 1s, couple 2s, and the rest whatever. Once we got all that mixed in with the flavoring, we shook out this Chicago team. And one of the picks went to a quarterback. And at the end of the wrap-up, we had an extra pick. So I picked up another quarterback, but he wasn't as good. The only reason I picked him up is because he had moved up 100 and something, like 21 spots. He was from a small school, and he had a lot of, stick-out stats. Well, he ended up being a superstar out of the gate. I thought that was odd, but he was still such a low overall. I decided, obviously I'm going to start the number 1, quarterback. So we start the number 1 quarterback, but yet when we get into week 8 and 9, 10, 11, somewhere in there, he's just getting, I don't know if he's tired, but he's not doing well at that point. So we lose a game, we started losing another one, and then, I make the change. I make the call. During the game, I don't remember if he threw 2 picks or if he had 2 fumbles, but he did some back-to-back bullshit fuckery, and I'd had enough. So I was like, whatever, we're already losing. I'm going to put in my rookie over here that we've got. That's all I can tell you guys is at that point, he was able to throw to impress me. So the next game, I started him just to see. On the second quarter, I started the other, of course, and then the second quarter, I let him come in, and he starts slinging touchdowns. So the other guy's not slinging them. I had no choice but to put him in. So he has only had under 8 games, maybe less, 5 games. So we're wondering how the pressure will build up against such a young team. Now, saying all that, this young team has a fucking roster of headbusters, man. And this right here is going to finish out the season right here. So, Green Bay versus them, year 3. I don't really think there's too much to build up on. The Packers, obviously being in a divisional, we got to make them work for it. But that's where we are. And then we'll go ahead into the wild card playoffs. We might even do them tonight, just depending on how the stream goes. So we'll definitely see. So here we go, guys. Green Bay versus us. We're going to see if we get down. Make some magic happen.
It's the National Football League of EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Packers' rocket arm quarterback, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Packers and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. It's been a good season for them so far, and they're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. From the 10. And it's a turn here as they get this. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance at the signal caller, standing 6'6".
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. One word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Absolutely. That's why I won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
As accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in.
Jalen Johnson, baby.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychologists, number one, they have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
That's true, though.
On first down, Butler got a man open. It's
Darren Waller.
And he's going to take it down just shy of the 35.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first and 10, Butler. He's got this one complete to Fountain. Down at the 27.
It's Fowler, not Fountain, bro. What the fuck? This man's name up. What's wrong with you, bro?
Sliding out of the pocket.
Ah, come on.
Incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens now, too.
On third down, Herbert running right through. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first.
Okay, then. Herbert.
This is a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Butler. Got his man.
Good throw.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office... These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes the sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Yeah, that's when we turn you around and say, oh, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on instantly. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears set. And now that brings him down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Unevaded. Fairly my rookie, bro. Tell you, bro, this fucking rookie, man. This young talent's killing it, bro.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. But he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
At the dice game, who told you good as you?
Officially, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot. And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division. Win the division. Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs.
It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
A handoff for Herbert. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft,
the Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field. They say it's incomplete. The throw out a little too far. Brings up 3rd down. Short yardage. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at the